Today, let's focus on one of the toughest battlefronts for Ukraine's armed forces, the Novopavlivka, or southern Donbas direction. We'll break it down simply: who the enemy is, what's happening now, and what to expect next. On this front, the enemy deploys a grouping they call Vostok, mainly forces from Russia's eastern military district, headquartered in Khabarovsk. This grouping includes, for combined arms armies, the 5th, 29th, 35th, and 36th. One Army Corps, the 68th. They operate in southern Donetsk Oblast, roughly from the Vostok River to the Azov Sea, and in southeast Zaporizhia Oblast near Huliapol. The strongest army is the 5th, with the 127th Motor Rifle Division and two separate motor rifle brigades, the 57th and 60th. The 35th Army fields the 38th and 64th Motor Rifle Brigades. The 64th is infamous for atrocities near Bucha and Irpin, plus the 69th Rear Area Brigade. The 36th Army has the 37th Motor Rifle Brigade and the 5th Separate Tank Brigade. The 29th Army includes the 36th Motor Rifle Brigade and attached units like the 430th Separate Motor Rifle Regiment. The 68th Army Corps contributes tactical battalion and regimental groups from its 18th Machine Gun Artillery Division. Its main 39th Motor Rifle Brigade is likely redeployed to the Pokrovsk direction, attacking Novopavlivka. Elite units include the 14th Separate Special Forces Brigade, used as elite assault infantry and infiltration teams, the 336th and parts of the 40th Naval Infantry Brigades, tactical companies and battalions from training centers like the 212th and 392nd Military Schools. Airborne units like the 11th and 83rd Separate Air Assault Brigades operate elsewhere, near Sumy. Estimates of the total strength of the Vostok grouping vary widely, with no clear data in open sources. Most likely, troop numbers range between 85,000 and 90,000. Some sources say 75,000. Others claim over 100,000. Tank numbers are estimated between 225 and 240, but some claim as high as 370, while others suggest fewer than 200, with absurd rumors of over 600 tanks. Armored vehicles, including MTLB tractors and armored cars, are likely around 620 to 650, though some experts believe the true number is closer to 360 to 370. Artillery numbers are unclear. Estimates vary from 220 to 240 guns, excluding mortars, up to 550, or even over 750 total artillery pieces. The most agreement is on multiple rocket launchers, MLRS, estimated between 150 and 220 units. As of the evening of July 22, 2025, the enemy continues its offensive on the southern Donbas front, focusing on its right flank along the southern bank of the Vostok River and both sides of the Zaporizhia Donetsk Highway. This area covers the 36th and 29th Armies. They also attack in sectors of the 5th and 35th Armies, likely to provide flank support. Since July 19th, advances have accelerated to nearly 16 square kilometers per day. Notable moves. The 36th Brigade of the 29th Army has pushed from Novopavlivka to the eastern edge of Zeleny High and is engaged in fighting there. The same brigade advanced toward Iskra via the Zaporizhia Donetsk Road, but failed to capture Iskra so far. The 430th Regiment 29th Army advanced 5.5 kilometers toward Oleksandr in 36 hours. The 37th Brigade 36th Army pushes from Mern toward Voskresenka, trying to secure eastern Voskresenka despite Ukrainian counterattacks. The 127th Division 5th Army, likely using 394th Regiment forces, attacks from Zielinpol and Novopol toward Temirivka along the Huliapol-Velika-Novosilka Road. Some assault groups have managed to hold positions here. The 69th Brigade 35th Army fights for Malinivka, with control contested between north and south parts. Based on past and current actions, it's clear the enemy command Vostok grouping aims to take full control of a broad area between the Vovcha and Vorona rivers, where three oblasts meet: Dnipropetrovsk, Donetsk, and Zaporizhia. This area roughly includes Havrylivka, Zeleny High, Temirivka, and Novopavlivka. Primary objectives. For the 5th Army, the line from Kamyshyvka to Temirivka. For the northern grouping, 36th and 29th Armies, from Havrilivka to Novopavlivka. In the near future, expect intensified enemy attacks by the 29th Army along the Pityn, Iskra direction on both sides of the Zaporizhzhia-Donetsk road. The 36th Army is likely to launch a 3-sided assault on Voskresenka, trying to break through toward Novopavlivka. Both armies have clear orders: quickly reach the eastern bank of the Vovcha River between Novopavlivka and Iskra. Meanwhile, the 5th Army will probably try similar moves south, pushing along the Vorona River toward Kamyshyvka and capturing Temirivka. About 1.5 to 2 years ago, I predicted that if the enemy launched a strategic offensive in the southern operational zone, they'd likely aim to reach the junction of these 3 oblasts. I even mentioned Temirivka as a probable target. Operationally, controlling this junction will give the enemy a favorable position to continue offensive operations, not just in Donetsk, but also in Dnipropetrovsk and Zaporizhzhia oblasts near Huliapol. On Russia's home front, accelerated preparations to ban most foreign messengers. The head of the Defense Committee of the State Duma, General Kartapolov, pushed a law for a year-round conscription, supposedly to unload military recruitment offices. Digitization of the mobilization and conscription base is nearly complete. The so-called voluntary contract enlistments have dropped sharply for 3 months in a row by 7 to 15% monthly. The Russian state budget has growing holes, with massive payments for one-way tours to an unknown forest strip in Ukraine, a growing financial problem. The Russian army almost stopped forming tactical units from soldiers currently in training centers and ranges. These signs strongly suggest Moscow is preparing to restart its partial mobilization this fall, likely because it's cheaper than paying for mercenaries. Rough estimates suggest the Kremlin may draft up to 500,000 cannon fodder for the war. Dear viewers, if you find my analysis useful, please support with a like, subscribe, and share this video. Your support helps spread the truth amid the fog of war. Remember, Russia destroyed all international law and rules established after 1945. They effectively ended it in 2008, and after 2014, international law ceased to apply to them altogether.